Girivaredari. Gopijana Balaba Girivaredari. Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jayarada Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayarada Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Balaba Girivaredari Gopijana Balaba Girivaredari Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Gopijana Balaba Girivaredari Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Sarasvati Devi Gauravani Vichayini Shashuni Radhikaskata Shatarine. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th Canto, Chapter 10, The Pastimes of Lord Ramachandra, Verse 1. Shri Shuka Uvacha Kadvanga Dirgabahuscha Ragustasmat Pritushrava Ajastato Maharajas Tasmad Dasharato Bhavat. Shri Shuka Uvacha Kadvanga Dirgabahuscha Ragustasmat Pritushrava Ajastato Maharajas Tasmad Dasharato Bhavat. Shri Shuka Uvacha Kadvanga Dirgabahuscha Ragustasmat Pritushrava Ajastato Maharajas Tasmad Dasharato Bhavat. Sri Shuka Uvacha Kadvanga Dirgabahuscha Ragustasmat Pritushrava Ajostato Maharajas Tasmad Dasharato Bhavat. Sri Shuka Uvacha Kadvanga Dirgabahuscha Ragustasmat Pritushrava Ajastato Maharajas Tasmad Dasharato Bhavat. Sri Shuka Uvacha Kadvanga Dirgabahuscha Ragustasmat Pritushrava Ajastato Maharajas Tasmad Ashalato Bhavat. Shishuka Uvacha. Katvanga Dirga Bahuscha. Ragustasmad Pritushvava. Ajastato Maharajas. Tasmad Dasharato Bhavat. Sri Shukauvacha. Kadvanga Dirga Bahuscha. Ragustasmad Pritushvava. Ajastato Maharajas. Tasmad Dasharato Bhavat. Shri Shukauvacha. Kadvanga Dirga Bahuscha. Ragustasmad Pritushvava. Ajastato Maharajas. Tasmad Dashalato Bhavat. Shri Shukauvacha. Kadvanga Dirga Bahuscha. Ragastasmad Pritushvava. Ajastato Maharajas. Tasmad Dashalato Bhavat. Shri Shukauvacha. Katvanga Dirga Bahuscha. Ragustasmad Pritushvava. Ajastato Maharajas. Tasmad Dasharato Bhavat. Shri Shukauvacha. Kadvanga Dirga Bahuscha. Ragustasmad Pritushvava. Ajastato Maharajas. Tasmad Dashalato Bhavat. Shri Shukauvacha. Shri Shukadev Goswami said, Kadvangat, from Maharaj Kadvanga. Dirgabahu, the son name Dirgabahu. Cha, and Raghutasmat, from him Raghu was born. Pritushvava, saintly and celebrated. Aja, the son named Aja. Tata, from him Maharaja, the great king called Maharaj Dasharat. Tasmat, from Aja. Dasharata, by the name Dasharata. Abhavat, was born. Translation. Shukadev Goswami said, the son of Maharaj Kadvanga was Dirgabahu, and his son was the celebrated Maharaj Raghu. From Maharaj Raghu came Aja, and from Aja was born the great personality Maharaj Dasharat. Next verse. Tasyapi Bhagavanesha Sakshat Brahmamayo Hari Amsham Sena Chaturdhagat Putratvam Pratitak Sure Ram Lakshman Bharata Shatrugna iti Sangyaya. Translation. Being prayed for by the demigods, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth Himself, directly appeared with His expansion and expansions of the expansion. Their holy names were Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna. These celebrated incarnations thus appeared in 4 forms as the sons of Maharaj Dasharat. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Lord Ramachandra and his brothers Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna are all Vishnu Tattva, not Jiva Tattva. The Supreme Personality of Godhead expanded into many, many forms. Advaita Machyuta Manadi Mananta Rupam. Although they are one and the same, Vishnu Tattva has many forms and incarnations. As confirmed in the Brahma Samhita 539, Rama Dimurti Shukala Nyaminati Ishtan. The Lord is situated into many forms, such as Rama, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna. And these forms may exist in any part of His creation. All these forms exist permanently, eternally, as individual personalities of Godhead, and they resemble many candles, all equally powerful. Lord Ramachandra, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna, who, being Vishnu Tattva, are all equally powerful, became the sons of Maharaj Dasharat in response to prayers by the demigods. Om Jnana Mirandasya Gyanangala Sharakaya Chakshu Udmilita Minatasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yanabhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sva Padantikam. So Srila Prabhupada starts his purport by explaining that these different incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in this world are Vishnu Tattva, and he adds not Jiva Tattva, just to really make the difference. And as we remember some of the purport, he stressed the point of Anantarupam. The Lord has many, many forms. He says once into many, many forms. So just also we imbibe this, many, many forms. And also another point is all equally powerful. You remember? He said that in the purport 2 or 3 times. Many forms, all equally powerful. And they are all, therefore, Vishnu Tattva, not Jiva Tattva. So it's like an awakening in devotional service to realize or to hear, which is not so much different, that there is a difference between one living entity, a special one, Vishnu Tattva, and all others. We are part of these all others. Chetanam, Chaitanya Chetanam, Eko Bahuna Yo Vidadati Kamams. Yes. So it's a good start to hear and feel and understand philosophically that there is Vishnu Tattva and there is Jiva Tattva. We are all conscious entities, Cheto, Chetya, consciousness. That is important and wonderful to understand that the Supreme Person has a supreme consciousness. He is conscious of everything directly and indirectly. Directly as he is, as a person, the Supreme, the origin of all. And is indirectly also conscious of all his different expansions or energies, indirectly through his energies. What a person. And what persons we are, Jiva Tattva. First, we are Tatastha Shakti, as expansions, or let's say as energy, marginal energy of this supreme original person, Tatastha Shakti. Our position is unstable as long as we don't consciously choose our dependence on the Devi Shakti, on the personal energy of this Supreme Person. Then we become fixed up. If we give up the trying to control the Maya Shakti, the inferior material energy of this Lord, and we become, immediately entrapped. As much as we feel or we want to possess and enjoy this far out energies, material world, as much we become controlled by it. But if we surrender to Devi Shakti, the personal energy of the Supreme Lord, person, conscious, then we regain our real, eternal, natural position. Prabhupada said that, Sambandha, Abhidaya, Prayojana. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, he said, the jiva, the conditioned soul, is a devotee of the Supreme Lord who is getting on the way of being purified. The Sambandha is our only relationship is with Lord Krishna. Then he said for Abhidaya, the natural occupation of the living entity is only devotional service to the Lord. And for Prayojana, her goal, the perfection of her life is to develop love for God, Lord Krishna. But Vishnu Tattva, what is interesting here, one of the things can be interesting. It's okay for my French English? Anyway. What is interesting is the Supreme Personality of Godhead expands into many, many forms. It's a little amazing or to discover that God can have many forms. Most of us, when we come out of ignorance and that, oh yes, there is a supreme consciousness, supreme entity, supreme person, that's a good beginning. But then we contact the Hare Krishna movement, and then all of a sudden, we're just trying to figure out what it means, this word God, Like Prabhupada said, not even who is God, what it means God. And then, not only we get a Krishna in front of us, full person with details, his form. But we get many, many different forms of God. So that's it's a lot to digest. At least that's what Some examples of this multiplicity of form of God. A classic one is like Lord Krishna expands into as many persons or gopis were in his, celebrated rasa dance. But not only that, then with his, when he became, he manifested himself in his pastime as a king in Dwarka. Then he manifested himself in 16,108 different individual God personally. And then we have we have to become familiar little with all the different expansions. The Lila avatar, first in the spiritual world, the Chaturvyuha, the Narayan, the Mahavishnu, and then the avatar in this world, Lila avatar, Guna avatar, Mandanta avatar, and, so many forms. Advaita, Machuta, Manadim, Ananta Rupam. Oh, why? I would have been probably satisfied just to feel comfortable with one religion, one God, and it's just almost too much, too many. So, technically speaking, as I said, Prabhupada said that, Ramadi Multi Shukalani Amenati Ishtan. They are all equally powerful, all these different forms. So, okay, it's the same one. He is a magician, my Lord. He can manifest it himself. So, that's okay. That's fine. This form exists permanently, eternally. Our powerful as many candles. Krishna is such he's very kind because he's revealing different personal aspects of himself, like this capacity to expand himself, to remain powerful. Okay. And the purport finished by he appeared like that as Ram, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrugna in response to prayers by the demigods. Is there some clue there to understand why we have to hear and understand all these different personality of Krishna? Yes, maybe. He appeared in response to the prayers of the demigods. Yeyatamam prapedyante tam stateva vajamyaham. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said that he manifests himself differently according to one's surrender unto him. Of course, usually this indicates our position as conditioned souls coming gradually closer to Krishna in Tattva, so we can finally fully surrender to his service. But in this verse, it's more like according to one's specific desire, then the Lord answers by manifesting himself. Of course, here the desire of the demigods were because of their situation, not because of some rasa specific. So the situation. The demigods, they, approach first Lord Brahma. Then Lord Brahma goes to pray for the, for Lord Vishnu in Shvetadvip, and got the answer. And he tells them, okay, you have to take birth. In answer to your prayer, I will come to help you. Yada yada idharmasya. So that's one way. The Lord doesn't forget us here in this world, in our world. This is our world here, in the sense that it's the world that we desired. But He doesn't forget us. And according to the desire of His devotees, of His aspiring devotees in this world, He manifests Himself in different forms, everywhere in this universe, material universe. And as devotees, we stop being just wandering skeptic. Yeah, skeptic is a good word. Skeptics. What it is, what is God, is Varaha form. There was an article recently in Dandavat by Keshidamana Prabhu, about that, This Hare Krishna, he was like, these Hare Krishna, they really believe in, ridiculous, far out things, God becomes a boar, Lord boar, or half lion, half man, And he ends up, this Prabhu, saying, well, just as if, we were limited, being worshipper of Supreme Personality of Godhead, we were limited to accept Him as just some vague, supreme. I went to Venice. I also went to Venice Beach. And when I came from I stopped, all these philosophical, I get into personal, okay? Just 5 minutes. When I came from the airport here, first time, America. Wow. Okay, maybe when I go to the temple, I have no opportunity to drive around. I don't know to function here in America, And so I asked the taxi, bring me to Venice Beach. My father, my spiritual father, I know he used to walk there, and he likes this beach, and he was praying there, and I want to follow his footsteps, pray. So he drove me to Venice Beach. Wow, I am there. I don't know if it was the right spot. It was where there is a skateboard place with a lot of... It was there, that Prabhupada was walking there at this time, or it's another place in Venice Beach? Further down, eh? Anyway, there's some connection. I felt, I was happy. And I walked a little, put some sun on my head, and it was nice. Why? Oh yeah, Venice, yeah. And why Venice? I'm speaking about Venice. I got carried away, Venice. Anyway, New Dwarka, I'm there finally. 40 some years later, I heard about this, one of the Hare Krishna explosion. The one is in Los Angeles. Srila Prabhupada, he had so many, I got it. Srila Prabhupada had so many, he made so many Hare Krishna explosions when he came, transcendental explosions. And Los Angeles, New Dwarka, Shishi Rukmini Dwarkadish. And so maybe also wherever Srila Prabhupada prayed for, Lord Krishna manifested Himself in answer to his prayer. That's a nice way to relate, maybe. Yes. The Harsha Vigraha that Srila Prabhupada installed everywhere in the world appeared in answer to his prayer. So they are like specific manifestation of God in answer to the specific desire, rasa, love of this one devotee, special, unique, Srila Prabhupada. And it is maybe, we can feel like that also, I guess, that amongst all the different manifestations of God, which one now are going to choose? Well, first answer is, obviously, I mean, everything has to be respected, and it's all equal. Back home, back to Godhead. So it's open. But still, Krishna, this one is, somehow or other is all attractive. And which Krishna? Maybe Srila Prabhupada's Krishna. He has his Krishna, Srila Prabhupada, and he he brought us into his world, his Krishna world. It's like, anyway, Disney world. But Prabhupada, he brought his Krishna world. There's many Krishna world in Krishna's world, but that's his world. And in each place he prayed for his Krishna from his heart. Of course, not only his Krishna from his heart as a personal relationship, but also this Krishna for the benefit of his these people, of these living, of these conditioned souls that we are all. And he prayed for Lord Krishna, please appear also, my Krishna, for the benefit of all these living entities, of these people. And this is how Sri Rukmini Dwakadish appeared in answer to the prayers of Srila Prabhupada. Okay, that's one little thought. Okay, forgive me, Prabhu, I will take advantage, of course, making a little promotion for French Yatra and New Mayapur. Ki Jai. Yeah, in answer to Srila Prabhupada's prayer also, Krishna appeared even in France. Yeah, and we have Shri Radha Paris Ishvara. Hare Krishna. And they have next to them Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra. We had also the Ratha Yatra in Paris a few weeks ago. Nice weather, sunny weather. And I mean, can you imagine in Paris, in France, yeah, revolution, a king, a priest, no authority, yeah, French, je suis français, je suis Charlie. In this place, very much, proud and sense gratification and atheism. Lord Jagannath a few weeks ago and every year now, he's going through Paris, sumptuously. Always nice weather and nobody says anything from the government, from the media, from the people. Everybody just okay. Oh, I mean, if there was some Christian asking for that in France, we want to go through the streets chanting, Hallelujah, or Muslims, Allahu Akbar. I mean, it's no way. But they accept the Hare Krishna chanting in Paris in a very, grand way. Wonderful. Then after we have Srila Prabhupada invited Krishna and Balaram in New Mayapur, just right in the center of France. When he was there, he invited Krishna Balaram, of course, in Vrindavan and New Mayapur, 2 places. And he said, yes, without spiritual strength, we cannot be successful. Nayam Atma Bala in Nalabhya. Yeah. But now we have in Europe Balaram, Krishna Balaram, everything will be okay. So, with Balaram, it's great. I mean, you have a lot of mercy here in the States, I mean, you have, New Dwarka, New Brindavan, New Jagannath Puri. I mean, obviously, you deserve it, as a pioneers and strength, just do it, that's what I came here to get that, we have to do something also in Europe, But we got some little remnants of mercy. I mean, little remnants, New Mayapur. Wow. Just one place, one Prabhupada's Tirtha in continental Europe. Just one left, this place. So it's a special one. If you have, some free time like that, you can go. Hare Krishna. Okay, some comments or questions? Hare Krishna. Yeah, that was in a big hall in Paris, Salle Pleyel, in June '74, and Srila Prabhupada started his lecture, and that's the first time, I guess, he got a Bible in his hand, and he started his prayer. At the beginning, the Word was God, and the words were there. There's no difference between God's name and God Himself. And then he started speaking about glorifying Krishna in a philosophical way, trying to, okay. And he came to this philosophical point that if we go against the authority, then we got in trouble. Just like if you don't follow the government, how could he dare say that in Paris? It was just after May '68. You heard about this May '68. It's forbidden to forbid. That's the slogan. Yeah. Anyway, he started to say that if you don't want to obey the government authority, then you have to be punished. Immediately, a big roar from the room. All these French students, revolutionary, they really get angry immediately. The anger is there, because of frustration, instant gratification, independence, and they really became offensive, to our Srila Prabhupada, who was preaching Krishna consciousness, working hard by himself everywhere, even in France, and they say, get down, fascists, this and that, So of course there were some strong devotees who went behind and took them away, and Prabhupada could finish his lecture like that. Yes, it was so beautiful. But Prabhupada, a fighter, no fear, like a sannyas, not only a sannyas, of course, but traditionally we hear that, sannyas qualification, no fear, Srila Prabhupada, and in a natural way. He's not genuine, natural preacher, because he was a natural lover of Krishna. Okay?
Prabhu, thank you. Do you have any experience or connection with Prabhupada? Like, did you got to talk to him? Do you have any special relationship like that?
You can go if you have things to do. I think the time is over. And
the next question
personal, when I see this picture here, it reminds me, the Brahma Samhita and Srila Prabhupada absorbed in chanting Brahma Samhita. So once on the lawn, there's no lawn in New Mayapur, it's countryside. So on the grass, Srila Prabhupada was there. We were all around him. it was so happy time. Like being in eternity, and anyway, and Prabhupada had his closed eyes, and we were listening from the loudspeaker, Srila Prabhupada chanting the Govinda Purusham prayers. It was wonderful. Everybody was, absorbed. And at the end, Gopaswami Prabhu, he said, Srila Prabhupada, you have the most wonderful voice of the whole universe. So everybody just said, Jai. And Srila Prabhupada, he opened his eyes, he said, yes, it's because this voice doesn't belong to this universe. Jai! Srila Prabhupada. Well, big, nice. Because his voice doesn't belong to this universe. Yeah. One thing, yes. And yeah, some other by Krishna's mercy, I met him also in Vrindavan and Paris a few times.
How many Prabhupada disciples from the French yatra do you remember? Like how many French Prabhupada disciples?
French disciples? We owe also good part of the Hare Krishna explosion to the American disciples of Srila Prabhupada. They are the ones who started the whole thing also. So few Canadian also. So I guess when he was there, of course, there was initiation in France, but he was mixed with many, many devotees, preachers from America and England, Canada. They were initiated there also, and because it was we could say the main place in Europe, apart from England, which is not really Europe or it's been between. English always a little strange. But in Europe, I'm French. It was the main part of Europe, France. So everybody came, Spain, Italy, Switzerland, Germany, Holland, Belgium. Everybody was coming, when Prabhupada was there, and he initiated everybody there. But the French one, I guess, maybe 50 or like that. Maybe between 50 and 100. Yes. And yes. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu?
Thank you for a wonderful class, Prabhu. I'll be in France, in Paris, from September 7th to 15th. So when you first came here, you went straight to Venice Beach. Where is the spot you recommend that Prabhupada used to walk in Paris that I can visit?
What is a walk I recommend?
Yeah, no, where would Prabhupada take his walk in Paris? He walked everywhere. Comprende?
There's a microphone, yeah. I can't hear. So
where in Paris would Prabhupada take his walk?
Yes. Both in, preaching place and both in simple life. La Tour Eiffel. Yeah, so you have good excuse to make a little, tourism in Paris if you go there. You can go to Tour Eiffel. You have this picture. Srila Prabhupada is just underneath, So Prabhupada went to Tour Eiffel. He also went to the La Mairie de Paris. You have this picture. Srila Prabhupada behind a big red curtain. Then devotees around him. He was there. The mayor of Paris received Srila Prabhupada. And before that, just before he appeared, the mayor, Prabhupada was there, and the man in charge of the protocol was very nervous. Okay, you have to tell your master that when the mayor arrived, everybody stands and like protocol like that, And so, so Prabhupada was sitting on a chair in a big room, full of nice sculpture of, artistic, men and ladies, not in dhoti and saris at all, and devotees were just, like that, and Prabhupada was beautiful. So the mayor arrived, everybody stands, and Sri Prabhupada says, stay on his chair. And he just, Prabhupada, why should a devotee stand in front of, like that? He has to. So everybody waiting, at Prabhupada's stand, and he just stay on his chair. And the mayor was a little, nervous. And he said a few nice words, finally, to Prabhupada. And after Sri Prabhupada started speaking, and he said that, directly, the leaders, of human society, they have to represent the law of God. But today, unfortunately, you can see people are very sad because the leaders are rascals. But Sri Prabhupada, from his preaching comes from really, transcendental knowledge and devotion and compassion. So it's magic, nobody really objected in a nasty way, so they took it nicely in a polite way, and it was nice. Okay, that's Tour Eiffel, Mairie de Paris, and the first temple was near the Arc de Triomphe. Why I'm speaking with American accent? With the l'Arc de Triomphe, okay? Rue Le Sueur, nice place. Center of Paris. So you can come there, and it's good. And also Prabhupada went to the Simple Life place, to the woods, Yeah, he went to Eiffel Tower, he went to La Forêt Saint-Germain. So we would, get into the van like always, 20 devotees, little van, and follow Prabhupada and walk into the forest. What can I say to please you, Prabhupada? I have to admit, you also this video with Cardinal Danielou. Yes, Your Grace, I understand, but animals are not really living beings like we are. For us French devotees, it's a little shame to always come back to this video. It's unfortunate, but still, it's still ecstatic because it's Prabhupada. He was there. Prabhupada, he was like this, waiting. If you like, meat and blood, take birth of the tiger. Yes, okay, so I will leave you now. Thank you very much. That's, so low. Prabhupada in France. Yeah, we just have to make sure Prabhupada's French yatra nice before we leave this world, because for him and for all the American preachers who sacrifice a lot and bring us their nice energy, we don't want to waste all this mercy we got in Europe and in France. So I beg your prayer so that we can renovate French yatra for Srila Prabhupada's pleasure and glory, and for the pleasure of those who, many of you in America, who are really help us came out of the mud. Yeah. Please visit New Mayapur. It's Shri Prabhupada ki jai. New Dwarkapuri ki jai. Shri Rukmini Dwarkadish ki jai.